I said on a video a few months ago that I will be testing some drivers this year. Today we've got Callaway Quantum Triple Diamond Max. Let's see what this new offering from Callaway is all about. Let's get into it. So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jack, this is Jack Lee Golf. Before we carry on with today's video, if we can get to 50 likes, that'd be absolutely wicked. The more likes this video gets, the more people see it on YouTube. So if we can get that number bumped up, that'd be much appreciated. Recently, the support on videos has been absolutely incredible, so thank you guys for that. If you are new to the channel, think about subscribing too, because I have a lot of these style of videos coming out very soon. Like we said, Callaway Quantum Triple Diamond Max. So in the introduction, I said that this is a new driver. Technically, it's not. This has been kicking around for the past couple of Callaway drivers now, this Triple Diamond Max option. It's only this year in the Quantum that they've put it fully out into production. The thinking behind it is a slightly higher spinning version of the Triple Diamond, yet a slightly lower spinning version compared to the Max, so it sits very much in between. TaylorMade offer a tour-only head, very similar to this at the moment, and they call it the Dot. So in between the QI4D LS and the QI4D Core, you have the Dot version, which is TaylorMade's version of this driver. So plan of attack is we've got GC3 set up, Pro V1 golf ball, FSX Pro software. I'm going to hit a load of these drivers. We're going to talk to you about the specifications just beforehand, and then we're going to look at the data to see if this kind of new driver is the real deal from Callaway. This is one that I've been very excited to get my hands on and test. So before we do any hitting, let's have a look at what Callaway are saying about this driver. Right, so let's look at the spec and features of this driver. So the first thing that we notice on the website, it is introducing Tri-Force Face. Unreal speed, distance and spin consistency even on off-center hits, made possible by a breakthrough Tri-Force Face that layers ultra-thin, high-strength titanium, polymesh and carbon fiber into a fully integrated system. A combination never used in driver face design before. So we've got three materials. We've got titanium, polymesh and carbon fiber. Predicting that one of these layers, I'm not entirely sure which, is going to flex a little bit more, so hopefully we're going to get them ball speeds up. That would be cool. Features and benefits, we've got a next generation AI optimized face design. I think in the couple previous Callaway designs, this has been a bit of a hit for them. So because this driver face has been designed by AI, what they've found is that on off-center strikes, you do retain more ball speed than the faces they were able to roll out previous, which is great. Consistent performance across the entire face thanks to smarter face flex unlocked by AI that now accounts for how ultra-thin titanium, polymesh and carbon fiber work together. So they've integrated that new face with the AI optimized face design. Every part of the face is precisely tuned through advanced AI modeling to optimize speed, spin, launch and accuracy based on real impact patterns. I like that. We've got advanced perimeter weighting in only neutral and fade settings. So in this driver, there is no draw bias. It's either neutral or fade. 10-gram weight system lets you adjust for a neutral or fade setup, helping you fine-tune shot shape, launch and direction. It is still the same Callaway neck though, so we can make this driver a little bit more upright. According to the neck, give you a little bit more draw bias, but it's not much. Its more compact design makes it easy to personalize your ball flight for more confidence off the tee. We've got a 360-degree carbon chassis, lightest, strongest chassis yet, frees up weight for improved forgiveness, tighter dispersion and precise center of gravity placement, with a woven sole design for added visual appeal. Does look very nice, this driver, I must say. We have got the tour validated shape, built for skilled players seeking lower spin and speed with added forgiveness. This 460cc model blends tour level performance with more stability in a larger footprint. Adjustable weighting allows for fine-tuned shot shape and launch. One thing I will do is pop on screen for you the comparison chart, just so it's a little bit clearer for you to see where this driver fits in. For me, if we go low spin to high spin, we go Triple Diamond Max, Quantum Max, and then I think Quantum Max D and Quantum Max Fast are very much in the same category. According to Callaway, the overview is for control and forgiveness. Weight system, like we said, is neutral and fade. Forgiveness is higher. Higher than what? Spin is lower. So we have lowest, lower, low, and mid. Launch is going to be mid. Right hand loft-wise, we've got it available in 9.5 and 10.5, and the same goes for left-handed. Best for better players wanting low spin, added forgiveness in a full-size shape. So, according to what Callaway are saying about this driver, this is pretty much what I would want. If I was going to swap out my Ping G430 Max for a new one, everything that Callaway is saying is music to my ears at the moment. Variety of shaft options, all the usuals. So, let's see how much of a difference this new Triforce face is going to make. One thing I will do, which is, I'm probably going to shoot myself in the foot here, so I have started collating all the information and data from my previous tests. I will put those on screen now, and you will notice that there is a Callaway Quantum Triple Diamond Max hole that we need to plug in. So let's get some data. Let's see how it stacks up against the other drivers that I've tested so far this year. And yeah, excited. It was a particularly chilly start this morning down here at the Club Indoor Golf Centre, the finest golf centre in all of Thirnska. But I've had the heaters on, so I'm in a t-shirt now. Before I start hitting these balls, what do we think to the Adidas and khaki trouser combo? This is mainly in part due to the fact that all my other trousers are at wash. So, right, 10-ish shots. Let's see how this bad boy performs. I have done a little bit of custom fitting. The only thing that I've changed, I've not moved the weight bias, so we are in neutral. We've got a fixed weight at the front because I can't see any other weights we can replace it with. Loft-wise, though, I have gone down from 9 degrees to 8 degrees, still in the neutral setting. I was just finding that on a couple of occasions, the spin was still a little bit too high, even at 9 degrees. So let's do it. Right, that one is leaking a little bit right. This is something that I have seen with this driver. So we know that we can't put a weight in a draw bias setting, but I have definitely found it tricky with this club to shut that face, just while I was doing a little bit of off-camera custom fitting. I do definitely feel as though that face is lagging behind, causing me to hit it a little bit more out to the right than what I would want. However, that distance is pretty good. I've had enough shots now as well to definitely say that I'm warmed up. See if I can get that start direction a bit further left. Right, strike was high and toey. Spins plummeted. We're down at 1500 revs on that one, which is definitely lower than where I want to see it. Pretty much typical with a strike in that part at face. But it has caused a very long drive. 2 yard off line as well. Again, high and toey. But we've seen it retain some spin that time. That was just short of 2000. Big carry again. This is interesting. In order to stop this driver going right, I do feel as though I'm really having to release it and feeling as though the toe of the golf club is closing more than what I would typically, you know, if I do that with my Ping G430, that's going left. Right, that was necky. And we're going to keep that one in because, as you know by now, if you watch most of my videos, we do like to keep a couple of missed strikes in. Again, it's a long way right. I am struggling keeping this online, and the only time I do keep it online is when I really release it and strike it a bit out of the toe to get a bit of gear effect helping me. That was very, very well struck. And we're 2 yard offline that time. That is the best one so far, and numbers-wise, that is pretty silly. Very silly, in fact. Right, a few more. Shaft-wise, the selection of shafts that I had at my disposal due to the very kind gents at Ickleton Golf Club. We have got a Ventus 6X in this today. I have used a Ventus 6S before. Temu video. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go do so. Again, another pretty good strike. Just struggling to release that face. The ball speed numbers and the spin numbers are great. Whilst we're talking about the guys at Ickleton Golf Club, all these clubs are available for fitting with me down here at the Club Golf Centre. So if you want to be fitted for one of the new 2026 drivers this year, there is a link in the description below. Go onto my lessons page, and in the options, there is an option for a 50-minute custom fitting. So if you want to try any of these like I'm doing, just let me know. Again, really good. Struggling to get it moving from right to left. So that's my typical start direction. I would usually see more of a draw than that. It stayed at nigh on dead straight. I'm going to go one more, and then we'll have a look at that all-important data. Again, as I'm moving that club through that hitting area, I feel like I'm doing enough to get that face squaring up, and that's gone 36 yard right, that shot. Okay, right, let's have a look at that all-important data. So as ever, let's look at dispersions first. This may be the only way that in this instance, the Callaway Quantum Triple Diamond Max lets itself down. So we can see the average spread of drives. There was 3 that were online, 3 that have hit target, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that haven't, all towards the right-hand side of the golf course. So me as someone who draws it typically, I'd want to see it start up this right-hand side, but curve back onto target. These 3 here haven't really curved lots. We've only seen a minimal spin axis from right to left, and I found the right-hand side more often than not. Grouping is typical, so I definitely want to see that shifted more towards this centre line and see a bit more of a spread over here, more left misses and right misses. This one that I've highlighted, that was 55 yard offline. There ain't no fairway in the world that's 110 yard wide, so that is an unplayable one. And I think even a couple of these are just too far pushed and too far right. With this head being either neutral or fade, I think it is typically a fade bias driver. I was really struggling to get that face closing and to hit the draw shape that I wanted. If you're someone that maybe curves it too much from right to left, this could be a great option for you because, like I said, I really felt as though I was putting a lot of work in to get that face squaring, but it just wasn't really happening. I think when we look at the average spin axis tilt, we're not going to see the typical 10 degrees from right to left that I normally see with mine. So yeah, definitely found it hard to find the left-hand side of the fairway with this driver. This is probably the part where the criticism ends though, because some of the numbers, as we'll soon find out, were pretty staggering. So these are the averages. We had a ball speed of 162, which is comparably fast for me, as you'll know from that chart that I put in earlier. We had a launch angle of 13.5. I've managed to bring that down a little bit, I think partly contributing to me hitting this driver a little bit further. I will be looking to drop that launch angle in future tests. Recently, we've been more 15s. I think if I get it down to in the realms of 13, we're going to start seeing more things like 2,160 rev at 7 revs of spin, really optimal for bombing it. An average carry, a 289 with this driver. This very similar to the TaylorMade QI4D is a bit of a distance beast. Average offline is 21 yard offline. That's where I think this driver lets itself down for me. Might not be the same case for you. With the standard deviation of 19 yards, so we had a 19 yard spread within that. Spin axis tilt, like we said, only minus 0.3. So ball flight wise, this was going dead straight. And you think for a lot of people, that's what you want. But naturally, I want to see that ball start up the right hand side and turn back a little bit. And it wasn't doing that, unfortunately. But very fast, great launch angle, perfect spin for getting maximum distances for me. And then we see an average carry of 289. Let's break that down and let's see what the highest and what the lowest was. So we had a fastest ball speed of 163.8, approaching 164, a 163.6 here. That drive equated to a monstrous 296.6 yard of carry. That is long. Launch angles didn't really change much. We had a lowest of 12, which was a strike that was low in the face. We had a high of 14.8, so not too much between those. Spin axis, like we said, I would want to see. So this is a typical one for me, minus 11, curving from right to left. On that occasion, I think I've really felt as though I worked that face closed and hit it at the toe to get it curving a similar amount to what I'm normally used to seeing. For the most part, plus 11, plus 2, plus 11, plus 3, plus 2. So a couple where I've left that face open and it's ballooned a little bit, gone a little bit more to the right than what I would have wanted. Spin wise, we had a high spin of 2,800 and we had a low spin of 1,800, sorry, 1,500, so a little bit too low. 1,200-ish between those two as well. So that's the standard deviation we're looking at. For the most part, like we saw on the averages, it's about 2,100. So we had a 23, 18, 21, 19. I mean, all these so far is pretty playable. That might be on the slightly low side. 28 a bit high, 19, 15 too low. 22 is pretty good. 25, 24. Carry distances, this is where it really stands out. So bar this one here, where I've opened the face, spun it a little bit more, and it's only carried 272, which is only 3 yards behind my ping, may I add. We've had 288, 295, 291, 297, 289, 292, 293, 285, 287. That is a long driver. And I'm pretty sure after today, this will be, out of all the 2026 models that I've tried, this will be the longest driver so far. So, conclusions. If you're someone that struggles shutting the face too much, but you are of the ilk of a higher club head speed, this is probably one of the best, and it's in a kind of category all of its own because you don't get many of these drivers. The best performing driver at high speed that is fade biased. Make of that what you will. I'm very impressed with that. I'm very impressed with the distance. I'd be really interested to see if I can tune this driver in a little bit further to see if I can either just get used to hitting it straight, so start it straight, or see if there is a setting like with that lie angle situation. If I can tweak something on the neck that just gets it curving a little bit more, that is better distance wise. That is a considerable amount further than what I'm seeing with my Ping G430 Max at the minute, and that for me is the benchmark to which I judge every driver. For the reason that it was going so far right, I probably couldn't game it as of right now. In future, with a couple of little tweaks, who knows? That's a seriously impressive driver. I would love to now test the Callaway Quantum Triple Diamond on its own. If you guys want to see that video, please make sure you're leaving me a comment, liking the video. Like I said, 50 likes would be great. And subscribing if you've not done so already. That's the Callaway Quantum Triple Diamond Max. I've been Jack Lee. I very much enjoyed it, as ever. I'll catch you in the next one very soon. It's in a bit.